This Father's Day weekend recalls a story that I don't really like to think about, but was very poignant. A couple who were newly married, very happy, always in church, and she came to me one day, and her husband was beaming and said, "We're pregnant." I said, "You're both pregnant? That's amazing." And they were just thrilled, absolutely thrilled. And he went off to do his job every day, worked very hard as an oil delivery man. And I received a call one evening. She told me her husband had been robbed delivering oil in New Britain and had been beaten up and was clinging to life. We went to Hartford Hospital into the room, and there was just a man a few months ago who I performed his wedding, and his newly pregnant wife at his side. We gave him the last rites and prayed fervently. And I thought, there are storms in everybody's life, and in the storm that Jesus calmed, he revealed himself. Faith for us really is the power to make it through the difficulties that come our way. We don't know how. Some people seem to lead charmed lives, but we don't know any of those people. Maybe it's just those movies that we see, that everything is just hunky-dory. But in our struggles, in our difficulties, in our attempt to make a family function, not only function, but flourish, faith sees us through. It helps to calm us down and give us perspective, gives us that long-run view that in the end all will be well. It was very difficult in this time of keeping vigil. Somehow, miraculously, I think through the prayers of the parish, he made it out, went through a great deal of rehabilitation, and returned one day to the parish where he walked up the aisle and to receive communion instead gave me a bear hug, which was wonderful. He challenged me, he said, "When I'm well enough, I want to play pool. I want to play billiards against you." I said, "Sure, be happy to." He won. That hurt so much. And I was thrilled to see that everything was well. It seems just when you relax, you wait for the other shoe to drop. Maybe that's just the way we're socialized when we're raised. You don't enjoy it too much because something may go wrong. And nobody likes to be that way. Nobody likes to be that way at all, because we're supposed to be people of hope and people of promise and people of a bright future, but we're not Pollyannish, we're not naive. But joy is certainly a part of our lives as Christians. When his son was born, they were thrilled. And then the doctors told them that he had been diagnosed with some condition that left the child unable to speak. The child would not be able to speak. But because of what they had gone through, they said, "We are so grateful to have a beautiful baby boy, to have a son, to have a new lease on life." And they never felt sorry for themselves. It was nice. The boy acted very well, and they're trying to teach the boy sign language and all sorts of things. But I kept thinking, why does this happen? Haven't they had enough grief already? Why is there another storm in their life? And would Jesus calm this storm? Think of the most difficult moments in your life. When you calm down in the quiet, in the tears, you turn to the Lord. Yes, we want to turn to the Lord in joy too, but we handle joy very well. We don't handle problems well, so we turn to Jesus. We turn to the saints. But we come to know who Jesus is in those difficult moments because we've got nothing else to turn to. We can have the best medical experience and they'll say, "We don't know. It depends." We can have everything prepared, everything in files lined up perfectly, the best laid plans. In the storm, Jesus reveals himself. This weekend is supposed to be very stormy, so you'll have time to look out the window. Spend time asking Jesus, "Who are you anyways? What is it that you want of me? Have I paid attention to you, Lord Jesus, through the difficulties? Have I seen you in the poor?" Because the poor are people that permanently have nowhere else to turn. We're always amazed at their faith. Think of the Catholic Church throughout the centuries in this country. how they reached out to the immigrants and the poor, and how we went up from nothing to really something and quite accomplished. Are we still as faithful? All the churches in the inner city were built by poor people, and they're all empty now. Where are their descendants gone? Are they still appreciative, or do they need another storm to wake them up? The Lord Jesus reveals himself in the storm. I was transferred from that parish and worked in campuses for about 10 years, was invited back for an anniversary party, and they came up to me, the couple, and it was so nice to see them. He still has a cane, he still has damage from that assault on him, all for $50. I went to the trial and watched the assailant being sent to prison, who said, I have a son at home, and he won't be able to see his father. That fell on deaf ears. And in talking to the couple, it was really wonderful, had this little reunion. And finally they said to me, his wife said, "Oh, someone has something to say to you." And I turned around, and there was a little boy. And he said, "Hi, Father Dolan."